I don't think I have to explain what Ben 10 is, but just in case anyone doesn't know, Ben 10 is a cartoon about the coolest 10-year-old imaginable going on a camping trip with his equally as cool grandpa and his annoying cousin that I used to have a crush on as a kid. Some people on the internet can't move past that and still have a crush on her. And on said camping trip, the 10-year-olds are acting like 10-year-olds. They're in the woods and they're playing video games. So to have them actually be active and not sit around the whole time while they're camping in the woods, Grandpa Max sends Ben off to go do something.
I'm gonna take a walk. Smell you around, Gwen.
So as Ben's walking off, doing what Grandpa Max told him, he looks up and he's like, oh wow, that's a shooting star. It's so cool. And that's when it starts flying at him. Ben dodges out the way, and like a dumbass kid, he looks at the meteor that almost hits him, and then he's crouched over, boom, falls into the crater. He's looking down now at some alien metal creature shit. That shit open up, then boom! Alien Rolex on the wrist. That nigga has the Omnitrix now. And basically what the Rolex does, it lets him turn into 10 different aliens for 10 minutes while he's 10 years old with the name Tennyson. I get it, everybody has a fucking gimmick now. Then he basically tries to save the world while on summer break. And today, I'm gonna be talking about the greatest Cartoon Network show of all time. Play my fucking intro.
That girl, she got with my girl. That little girl that she got it. You better pop. Are you serious? I swear my money is serious. Okay, all my checks I just be clearing. She's on my dick that she get delirious. Okay, jump on the jet so I'm clearing. Okay, fuck, but I'm not talking new. Let's go. Okay, smoke that boy just like a cigarette. If that boy try to make a fuss.
First things first, I know you heard that theme when this video first started. That shit alone puts it in the top 20 of cartoons off rip. It's genuinely one of the catchiest things I've ever heard. And it tells you exactly what the show's about while being catchy at the same time. Shows are not doing that anymore. Look, I love you, regular show. I do. Your theme song is a fart, dude. Come on. A good theme is not needed for a cartoon to be good, but it definitely does earn you a lot of points. So off rip, Ben 10's already up here. Now, I'm not gonna lie to you. Going into this video, I got some nostalgia shades on. One of the main reasons I like Ben 10 was because he was a kid. And when I watched Ben 10, I was a kid. So it was kind of like the Spiderman thing. Anybody can be behind the mask, and he's a kid. Anybody can wear the Omnitrix, and he's a kid. Except not anybody can wear the Omnitrix because that shit wasn't meant for him. But it doesn't matter. It's still cool. But the main thing that I thought was cool were the aliens. Oh my God, I love the aliens. I was obsessed with Heat Blast. But yeah, I love Heat Blast. To this day, he's still one of my favorites. His design is so fire. Another one of the aliens that I loved was Diamond Head. But now that I think about it, he was kind of lame. All he would do is like point his hands out like this and shoot some like pointy rocks. But hey, at least his design was hard. Now, besides all the aliens being really cool, let's talk about the story. Now, you heard what I had to say at the beginning of the video, and that's pretty much all it is. Him and his cousin with his grandpa go on a road trip and they save the world from aliens. That's really it. That's all I gotta say. I mean, the episodes are good. It's just like the story's nothing crazy. It's enjoyable. It's a kid's cartoon. Like, what do you want me to say? It's not like it's on some Breaking Bad shit where if you missed the episode, you absolutely have to go back because you don't know what the fuck is happening in this next episode now. It's, you could miss an episode of Ben 10. You probably miss 2 episodes of Ben 10 and be fine. So I looked at my notes, and the thing is, I was supposed to transition into talking about Alien Force, but I was gonna say, if you want something like that, go watch Ben 10 Alien Force. It was gonna be like a whole transition thing with the thing there. Ben 10 Alien Force is not like that. You could probably miss 2 episodes of Ben 10 Alien Force and still be fine. I don't know what I'm talking about. Here's the transition, man. This is just an overall improvement of the franchise as a whole. It's a little bit more mature. It grows up with the audience that watched the original Ben 10. Because the characters did too. There's a 5-year time skip, so Ben is 15 now, and there's even more aliens. It's genuinely great. But what the fuck happened to the theme? That alone almost makes me want to say that it's not better than the OG, but I'll ignore it, I guess. Now, there's 2 more shows after the OG and Alien Force. We Don't Talk About You, with equally bad theme songs, but I'm not going to talk about them for a good reason. I'm lazy. Hey, you done watched halfway into this video. You like what I'm saying. Why is this button still red? Press the button. Join the family. Just tack on an extra minute to this video, pretend I gave them praise, and whoop de fucking do. There you go. Actually, I just thought about it. There is something else that I want to talk about Ben 10 related. Probably longer than a minute too. So there you go, longer video. I just feel the need to mention it. I feel like Ben 10 should be bigger than it is. Just from the concept alone of the show, I do feel like it had a chance to be bigger than even just a kid's show. But unfortunately, it suffers from what I like to call the Ninja Turtle syndrome. And I know you don't know what that means because I've never said it out loud before. So let me break it down to you. Basically, I feel like the Ninja Turtles would benefit by being in a different universe with other characters, aka they should be in Marvel or they should be in DC. Personally, I think they fit the best in Marvel. Most of the time, they're street level characters, and if you ignore the fact that they have crossed over with DC on countless amounts of times, it makes sense. Just from them being in Marvel, it opens up a plethora, you like the big words, a plethora of new stories for them to be told. And essentially, that's where the main problem lies with the Ninja Turtles. Whenever they get a cartoon, it'll run for a little bit, they'll tell those, nope, fuck it, the take's going. They'll tell those stories, and then they'll be like, well, we're done, time to reboot it. And for Ninja Turtles cartoons, this will just happen over and over and over again. Did you know that we're getting a new Ninja Turtles cartoon already? And I can already see it. Ben 10 is going to be suffering from this problem. Ben 10 has really only had one actual reboot, but with the way that they treated Omniverse, I should call that a soft reboot, but whatever. They've had one reboot. And if it does come back, it's not going to be in that OG universe, so this is going to be its... Why am I putting up... This is going to be its second reboot. And look, I love Ben, but there's only so many stories you can tell about him turning into a bunch of 10 different aliens and saving the universe from somebody who wants to take it over. And just like the Ninja Turtles, if you take him and you throw him into DC, because personally, I think he fits there the best, and Warner Brothers already owns him, so they really could have done this already, I think the stories are limitless. They are endless. Have him team up with the Justice League. Have him team up with the Teen Titans. That would be amazing. Have him team up with Superman, Batman, whatever you want to have him do. Have him go into space, fight off, I don't know, Darkseid or whatever. He could do it. There's so many things that he could do in DC. Whereas in his own universe, there's stuff that he could do. But we've already seen him do that shit, kinda. Oh yeah, also, and The Flash. He has two aliens that run really fast. I feel like the story writes itself already. Anywho, this was just a video of me talking about one of my favorite cartoons from growing up. And with that being said, thank you all for watching till the end of this video. Let me know who your favorite Ben 10 alien is. If it's Heat Blast, real nigga. If you like the video, like the video. If you really like the video, subscribe. Stay safe, drink some water, and as always, have yourselves a damn good one.
My girl likes me only when we're alone. She acts so different when on the phone. She tryna change me, know that I won't. I'm not from here, I wanna phone home. My girl only likes
Good morning.
She acts so different when on the phone.
They're in the woods.